mornings, and the weather's been fantastic as well. So it's been great for that. Getting home, getting a nice kind of body weight resistance workout done, trying to push myself reasonably hard at that, about 30 minutes. And then the reward at the end of that is a really nice and peaceful coffee at home on my own. So a nice bit of peace and quiet there. And when I'm finishing that coffee, usually the girls are kind of waking up, so we might have our breakfast together then, which is really nice. And then we're making an effort as a group, as a family unit, to get out for our kind of one a day later on in the day, taking advantage of that nice weather. And we've got a beautiful park just across the road. It's a very, very quiet park, so we're being really careful to be socially distant. Run in the mornings, and following all the guidelines as well. Getting a really nice kind of walk in, or as my daughter likes to call it, an adventure. So there's our movement, and on top of that, it's that regular movement every 30 to 40 minutes, trying to make sure I'm not just sitting in a sedentary position all day.
Okay, so just welcome back, everybody. I know we're having a couple of technical issues with the live stream today, but thank you for sticking with us. So just in terms of your tips, or your go-tos, I suppose, for what we could be doing if we can't leave our desk. Let's say you can't leave your desk for the whole day. You've just got to stay there. You've got back-to-back calls. They're all on Zoom. They're all multiple people. It's just not suitable to get up and walk around. What can we be doing even at our desk? Is there anything we could be doing at our desk in terms of stretching, or what you recommend doing after you've sat for the whole day?
Yeah, I guess I'm kind of reluctant to give advice over video for stretches, because we're all kind of coming at it from an angle. But in general, there are some really light neck rolls, shoulder rolls, and for the rest of the body, there's kind of waist rolls, hip rotations, some high knees, then to get a full kind of body stretch in. All of those are all good things. And so that's free, and you'll know your own body and you know your own limitations as well. So any kind of stretches that feel good to you is something worth considering. But then certainly for after your sessions, there's some really excellent resources online available now. And I'd recommend everyone to, if they can, support their local gym or their local fitness professional, many of whom are, of course, they're struggling now like many others. But they're also putting on some really excellent online classes or online follow-along sessions. One example actually is our own Neve Orbinski she's doing the PG Cert in Workplace Wellness with us. She's doing some free online yoga sessions through her Instagram page, and we can share those details, I'm sure, in the chat. You can also get my own Park Hit. It's mainly for Park Hit workouts, but you can do them at home or in your back garden. They're really light body weight exercises, suitable for all fitness levels. And then as well, if you're looking to push yourself maybe just a little bit more, Katie Taylor has some really excellent body weight boxing drills that you can do. So you can get all them from Katie follow her Twitter page. Plus you can try and look really cool in front of the kids as well if you're trying to pull off some of those moves.
Very good, very good. So we'll share some of those links that you've mentioned into the chat. What about the HIIT? You've mentioned the HIIT there, and I know that it's a pet project of yours, and it's a big passion of yours to bring this kind of free resistance training to every county and community in Ireland through the Park HIIT project. Talk us through a little bit about that, and a little bit about what HIIT is for people who might know, and a little bit about what that could look like in the home.
Yeah, well, so we're not great for promoting exercise in Ireland, and when we do, it's almost always cardiovascular exercise that gets promoted. And that's really, really important. That's the running, that's the cycling, that's the team sports, that's our heart health. That's getting our heart rate up to a high intensity. That's really important. But equally as important, as I mentioned earlier in the World Health Organization guidelines, is resistance exercise. And it's something that just doesn't get enough attention in Ireland, promoting resistance exercise and the importance of it. And it's something that really is important to us, especially as we age, for our bones, our joints, our muscles, of course. So my Park HIIT project, I'm on a mission to promote the importance of that. We do free weekly sessions in our local parks. We're in about 3 or 4 local parks in Dublin at the moment. And the idea is it's all simple, light bodyweight exercises. And the HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. And to be perfectly honest, it's reasonably high, I would say, interval training. You push yourself as hard or as light or as lightly as you want at the sessions. So yeah, just promoting that. It's inclusive. A really nice aspect of our sessions is that we go for coffee and we go for porridge afterwards. So I have a kind of an agreement with a few local coffee shops where we go for porridge afterwards, free porridge afterwards as well. So it's almost more about the community than it is about the workout itself. But if you can get out, get the workout in, it's a nice light workout, and get to meet some people as well. It's just kind of a nice social aspect to the whole thing.
And I think that the social aspect is probably something that people are struggling with at the moment. Yeah, I know that for myself, a lot of my motivation very often is connected to meeting somebody, or having an arrangement that I'm unlikely to back out of because I've made a commitment to somebody else. But if it's just me, I find it a little bit more difficult to have that discipline, or to, especially now that we're at home, to not let the kids or whatever is going on at home suck that time away. So that is a big challenge, I think, for a lot of people.
Yeah, and we're all motivated in different ways. That's the thing. So you're mentioning it sounds like you're extrinsically motivated. You kind of need that running buddy or that workout partner, and that time commitment with somebody. You don't want to let somebody down perhaps for your session. Well, I mean, you can still do that now. You can do it over Zoom. You can do it over Skype. You could still do that. And that's what I really like about the fitness professionals and the gyms. They're kind of scheduling times for a set period, a set time to get you tune in and try and do the workout with everybody at the same time. So kind of building a bit of community spirit there, a bit of social aspect to it. And others, of course, I don't know about myself, I'm probably more intrinsically motivated. Like, I just love that feeling of, if I can get an early workout in, feeling really good, feeling really strong, feeling healthy, it just motivates me and it fills me with energy for the day. And I just always have a more productive day when I do that. So we're all motivated in different ways. One interesting point you made there is, the kind of the constraints on your time. I'm always interested in looking on the positive side of things. If you think about it, there's one really positive from all of this, is the time we have to dedicate to whatever it is we want, be it exercise or something else. We've no commutes. We've no kind of other kind of demands on us. There's no distractions. There's no pubs, restaurants, cinemas, coffee shops. So there's potential there for more time to do more positive things. So that's certainly the way I'd look at it.
You definitely have a positive mindset, Brian. We have to try and absorb some of that. So are there any questions there in the chat? Have a little look. No?
Okay, will we talk about maximizing workout time?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that.
Yeah, because those guidelines that I mentioned at the beginning, it's 150 minutes minimum, but it should be, those 150 minutes, they should be a mix. The guidelines say it should be a mix of moderate to vigorous intensity exercise. So what I would recommend is, if you can, when you get that one opportunity if you do get that one opportunity to get out and get some exercise during the day, try and make that session as vigorous a workout as possible. So how do you know if it's a vigorous workout? Well, you could look at your heart rate. You could look, you're going to 70 to 85% of your max heart rate. But if you want to just make it even easier way to figure out, you can just do the talk test. So vigorous activity, you should be able to maybe get a couple of words out, but then you need to grab a breath. And a moderate intensity exercise, you can hold a conversation, but you couldn't sing. So try and push yourself a little bit harder during your workout time to get some vigorous activity in. And there's no such thing as a silver bullet when it comes to exercise, but I think the closest thing to it is, if you're doing your resistance workout, so that body weight stuff, like the parquet stuff I mentioned, the squats, the lunges, the push-ups, but do it as part of a circuit and try and make it as high intensity as possible. You're actually giving your heart a really good workout as well. So it's that mix between cardio and resistance workout. Closest thing you'll get to a silver bullet with exercise, and a nice way to maximize your exercise time.
Okay, great. Listen, Brian, thank you very much. We're very grateful to have you on our new series on workplace wellness, and there will be 2 more episodes coming up. The next one will focus on nutritional well-being, and the one after that, we're going to be looking at resilience and how to build your resilience from a well-being perspective. So if you'd like to join us for that series, hit subscribe below and you'll receive the notifications. And it's also, if you're following my colleague Joe Lanzalotta, he is also running a Tangent TV live series on entrepreneurial skills. So he runs lunchtime workshops, and the next one of those is going to be next Tuesday, so after the bank holiday. So don't forget to tune in for that. And in the meantime, we wish you all a very happy Easter.